We know what's in your vortex. In other words, you may be standing outside of it and you may be wanting to justify why things are not going well. But our dominant intent with every word that we speak with you is to entice you, to call you in the direction of who you really are. You are the creator of your own reality. And by that we mean you're not just the creator of your cars and your homes. You're not just the creator of your families and relationships. You're not just the creator of your empires. You are the creator of your experience within all of that. You are the creator of you. You are the creator of the experience of you. And your life has caused you to create a magnificent vortex of creation. There is a vibrational reality that is vivid and real. It is as vivid and real as the vibrational reality that formed before this earth came into manifestation in the way that you know it. It is the precursor to all that you know to be. And in the moment you release your resistance by focusing upon the pureness of what you're asking for, you will move into the vortex. And when you move into this vibrational reality, now you are privy to the impulses, the inclinations, the decisions. It's like seeing the light. Your trail, your path lights up in a way that you cannot miss it. You can feel the compulsion of being drawn into this magnificent vortex of creation. We want you to feel the bigness of who you are, the wholeness of who you are. And we want you to realize that every negative emotion, no matter how justified it may seem to you, is that emptied out feeling of you holding yourself outside of what you want as you justify why you've asked for what you want. So here's another very powerful way of saying it. If your life had not caused you to become more, you wouldn't feel uncomfortable in not letting yourself become it. But the fact that you are feeling uncomfortable ever about anything means life did cause you to expand. And the fact that you didn't go is really what the negative emotion is. So we're going to talk a lot today about this vibrational reality, about this vortex of creation. And we really want to emphasize the way law of attraction gathers all cooperative components of everything that you've been asking for. Immediately, all of the things that you want, that you've been wanting for a while, have already assembled. And all that's necessary is for you to get into this vortex up to speed with this vibration, where you will then see the clear path. Then you will then have the rendezvous. You will then have access to the immediate manifestation of what you've been asking for. But as long as you're outside the vortex, then you're banging around, doing it the hard way, trying to make things happen through words and action without the experience of this cooperative universe. This is the energy that creates worlds. It's really worth syncing up with, you see. So, in any case, we know what's in your vortex because the vibrational reality has assembled before you dragged your physical bodies here. And so we'll have a wonderful day together where whatever it is you're wanting to understand, it is our promise to you that we will express it several times. The question is, will you hear it? And the answer to that is, you will if you're in the vortex. So that's why we spin our web up here. We talk to you about who you are. We remind you of your worthiness. We talk about what life is like from inside the vortex. Because if we have any value to you, it is only one thing. Calling you into the vortex is really the only value that we have for you. If we can help you to shift your vibration, your manifestations must shift. Because every manifestation that you're living, whether it's money in the bank or relationships in your life, the material things that have made their way into your experience, every manifestation that you are living is but an indication of your vibration. And when you take a little time, and it really only takes a little time, you'll see as we move forward here today, when you take a little time to move your vibration just a little bit, to feel just a little better, to shift your expectation just a little bit, when you shift your vibration, everything in the universe responds differently to you because now you have a different point of attraction. So that is our wish for you today, that you are able to find a new and improved point of attraction. not because yours is lacking in some way, but because it is the eternal quest of all that is to reach for the new vantage point and line up with it. It is the promise of eternity. So we want you to understand that you have the ability to focus yourself into alignment with who you are, regardless of what is going on in your experience. And when you discover that, then you will be the frisky, creative, joyful being that you came forth into this physical experience to be. You did not say, not one of you ever, I'll go forth and I'll find a bunch of others and I will convince them, train them, coerce them, demand from them, elicit from them behavior that will keep me feeling good. Not one of you said that. Instead, you said, I'll go forth and through the expanse of humanity, I will accomplish enormous expansion. And I'll pay attention to the way I feel to make certain that I keep my thoughts up to speed with my own personal expansion. And they'll all be doing the same. In other words, you did not come forth to try to control the uncontrollable. You came forth to guide your own vibration into the furthest most alignment of your furthest most expansion. That's the only place you will ever find freedom. If you think you've got to control one other before you'll feel good, you're in big trouble, because they didn't come to serve you, not even regarding your purse. So the art of allowing really is about getting in the vortex. Allowing is in the vortex, resistance is not in. And of course, there are varying degrees. If you're in despair, you're far from your vortex. If you're in hope, you're close enough that it's bringing you in every now and again, you see. So our desire for you is that you understand the vortex. We are not ever going to say to you, get in the vortex and stay there forever. Because you came forth to explore contrast. Of course you're going to have step one experiences. Just don't make a career out of your step one experiences. Make a career out of your step three experiences. Let being in the vortex be what's most important to you. So, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important. There is nothing off limits. It is our desire to inspire you, lure you, drag you in any way possible into the vortex. We use every trick in our bag of tricks, and it is a deep bag of tricks, in order to call you into the vortex. You'll find us not too eager to listen to you beat the drum of your out of the vortex conversation. We'll let you get away with it for a little while, but don't be surprised if somebody sits in the chair and we let them get away with it, and when you get in the chair, we don't let you get away with it. There is no accounting to the way you will be treated by us. Because we have the benefit of knowing what's in your vortex and knowing where you are in vibrational proximity to it, and we'll offer the best that we can offer to make it the easiest path possible for you to get in. But these things are necessary before you will receive the benefit of this gathering. First, you must accept that you are more than you see here in these physical bodies. Do you? Next, you must accept that the non-physical part of you, some of you call it the soul of you, the God of you, exists even though you are in this physical body. Is that something that you can accept? Next, it is necessary that you acknowledge that you and we are vibrational beings, and it is a vibrational relationship that we have. Good enough? Next, it is of tremendous value for you to acknowledge that the emotions that you feel are your indicator about the variable between the perspective of who you really are and the perspective of who you are being in your body. The perspective of the source part of you, the larger part of you, and the physical part of you that is beating the drum, having the conversation of something here and now. Those two vibrational aspects of you are playing against one another all day, every day, and your emotions are your indicator of that play. Easy to understand? So when you're feeling joy, your thought is in agreement with the thought of source. When you are loving someone and rippling with goosebumps, those goosebumps are your inner being's acknowledgement and agreement with the thought that you have focused within you. When you're hating someone, resenting someone, regretting something, that icky feeling within you is your vibrational emotional guidance system letting you know that while you have the free will to focus as you wish here in this physical body, you've focused yourself out of alignment with who you are, and the resistance is evident in the negative emotion. Easy enough to accept? Well, if those premises all make sense to you, then buckle your seatbelts and get ready for an in the vortex experience, because it's who you are, and it's where you belong, and it's not a difficult thing to get in. And after you get in on a pretty consistent basis, you will never again feel uncomfortable about the vortex spitting you out, because you know how to get right back in. In other words, you'll just regroup and go back in and massage the thought into a way that feels better. And we'll offer you some processes that make that easy. So, what do you want to talk about? Some things. It'll be a wonderful unfolding. So just relax and accept that you'll hear what you've come to hear, provided you're in the vortex. Begin right here. Someone inside the vortex cannot communicate with someone not in the vortex. You've been trying that, haven't you? Have you ever noticed that you're on such different wavelengths that there's no possible way? Have you ever been living something and known it fully and tried to explain it to somebody who doesn't get it? And have you noticed that it doesn't matter how many years you spend trying to get them to get it? They never get it. It's like speaking different languages, you say. There's the in the vortex language, and there's the out of the vortex language. In the vortex language sounds like life's good in this way and this way and this way. Outside the vortex language sounds like life sucks in this way and this way and this way. We've enjoyed this interaction. It has been a wonderful day. We have taken thought beyond that which it has been before, and we've accomplished our greatest intent in that we have alerted you to the existence of your vibrational reality. Now, you've known about it before, but you've never known about it this clearly before. And you've never known that this vortex, this creative vortex, this vibrational reality was spinning and gathering, collecting all cooperative components. And never before have you been so keenly alert to where you are in relationship to this cooperative gathering. As you're moving forward, it will be very helpful if you will say to yourself, am I cooperating with my hopes and dreams? Am I cooperating with the fuller part of me? And every time you catch yourself complaining, just laugh and say, nope, I'm not cooperating. Every time you feel negative emotion, just laugh and say, nope, I'm not cooperating. I want to be a cooperative component. I want to be a cooperative component. I want to be a vibrational match to all that I've been asking for. I want to be a cooperative component. I want to be a vibrational match to the source within me, to the culmination of all that I have become. I want to fulfill my reason for being here. I want to have step 1 moments. I want to acknowledge that source is having step 2 moments. I want to be aware of the difference between a step 1 and a step 3 vibration. I want to acknowledge that it's all right for me to have step 1 moments. I want to know that it's okay to be out of the vortex. I want to make peace with where I am. I want to look for the positive aspects wherever I am. I want to make lists of things that feel better than other things. I want to make lists of things that feel good until I've increasingly improved lists. I want to activate within myself thoughts about things that feel good. I want the dominant thoughts that I think to be inside the vortex kind of thoughts. I want the majority of the beliefs that I hold to match the beliefs that source holds. I want to relieve myself of the flawed premises that I picked up along the physical trail. I want to let all other people live as they want to live. I no longer want to use anyone or anything as my excuse to be outside the vortex. I'm an in the vortex person. I'm someone who wants to be in the vortex, but I'm still physically focused, and while my source is always in the vortex, I'm willing to come out and play and put more good stuff in. But now I understand the relationship. I understand what emotions are. I understand the vibrational frequencies between who I am and who I'm being. I love the emotional guidance system that is within me. I love feeling my way into the vortex. I love knowing the well-being of the vortex. I love knowing that all truly is well with me. I love feeling the worthiness of my beingness and the prosperity of my being and the vitality of my being and the clarity of my being and the knowing of my being. I love being. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain joyously and eternally incomplete.